Hello, and welcome to a Game 2 in the playoffs of Division 4 between the Tusk and Wantsomenoob. I won't bother with Game 1. It's quite a long, grindy game. So we'll just get Game 2 here. I think we've had enough Maverick versus Maverick 50-minute grind fests for a while. But no. Again, Maverick versus Maverick. We've got first Blindată, Romania, Mare here for Tusk, and on Wantsomenoob side, 28 Jäger. So, Flamer, Venatori to Kai, 3 Venatori to Motos, TA, Sturmhaubitze at 42, 4 Flamers, 2 for the town, 2 for the thing, AB Horch, Venatori Moto, Shitsarte, that's a sniper, I believe. Another AB Horch, 2 Schneiders, Venatori to Kai, 2 Venatori to Moto, and a Venatori to Moto with the Panzerfaust. Jäger Flammenwerfer, Jäger Scharfschütze, 2 Jäger, Sturmjäger, Jäger Pionierführer, Pack 38, IG 33. Interesting to see that come out so early. Jäger Flammenwerfer, Jäger Pionierführer, Jäger Panzerjäger, Sturmjäger, and a Jäger, and then into the town. Jäger MG 42, that is an interesting one. A leader, Flamer, Sturmjäger and Jäger, Pack 38 actually, Jäger, Panzerjäger, the Pack 38, and the regular Jäger. Pack 38 does have to be a little bit careful here, especially if it gets within range of something like this 47mm, right? It's 47mm. I might actually get a kill here, but the Jäger does get away. However, Scharfschütze and these 2 Flamers getting the jump on the Flamers in the center from the Tusk side. The Tusk instead choosing to go with a much slower opening. Do have to be a little bit careful with this TA and Sturmhaubitze. That's a 2-star Focke-Wulf A8 comes in. Yeah, I would expect to see a bomber bomb that IG. But as it stands, this anti-tank gun actually didn't move far enough forward. So as long as these units here can get view range on them, the Sturmhaubitze can just delete that with impunity. Of course, you do have to get some kind of recon on it. But looks like these are actually not the snipers. Rashid's also down in the middle. 2 Venatori. The Flakari, 2 Venatori to Moto. Versus the Panzerjäger, Flammenwerfer, and 2 Jägers. This is very dangerous. Like, these ZBs, they're okay at the close range, but the Jägers with the 7 MP40s do come out on top, and not to mention the Sturmjäger here, so I would expect this little fight here in the center to completely go in favor of Wantsomenoob. Venatori to Moto fighting off, I guess, the rest of the Jäger, yeah. This isn't as bad as it might seem, necessarily. The Jäger not being able to use their MP40s is really the downside. The other Jäger's not even getting involved, even with the 2-star there. Venatori to carry. Ooh, the second TNT actually going off, now reloading. As the Sturmhaubitze does go for the Pack 38. IG-33 making its way on top of the hill, sorry about that. As reinforcements come in for the bottom side. Stug as well to counter the TA here in the Sturmhaubitze 42. As the Rashidze here opens up on this Jäger that was trying to reinforce the hill. Multiple units here, multiple more Venatori to Moto and Venatori to Kari coming in. A bit dubious, the Venatori to Kari with the Flammenwerfer there. But the Rashidze actually getting strafed down by the Focke-Wulf. We do have a 25mm coming in here. In a relatively good position as we also see a tank. No 50mm on this road, so tank is relatively safe to come up. Focke-Wulf getting a bombing strike on these units though. Forcing it back as the reinforcements come in. The Sturmhaubitze did get the better of the Pack 38 and will now be focusing on the Flammenwerfers, yeah. But it looks like he is slowly destroying this building, which is the right thing to do, but there's nothing in the building right now, so no damage being done there. Down here, AB Horch doing good work. There's no real, well, the Panzerjäger is down further south, but there's no real AT besides this Pack 38 to kind of relocate and kill this, right? You'd need almost a medium tank to do so. Potentially, we'll see a Stug come in as the 47 just goes down to the Sturmjäger right away. Lots of good fallbacks here from Wantsomenoob. Protoss is favored to win, I do believe. But now with these Dusar guys and Jägers here, this will be very hard to push on as the Victoria here likely fires out one of these flamethrowers with the 2 rifles. Yeah, not great there. Just the Victoria is absolutely melting. And if it's not careful, this transport is also gonna melt. Yeah, the Sturmjäger at this medium range definitely have the upside on that. Oop, gotta be careful here. The Sturmhaubitze firing at the IG. Don't really want to get hit by that. But looks like it readjusts or gets out of view range. Ooh, almost kills it. Not quite. Might be able to escape. Martyr coming in. A couple of these Martyrs would be really good at cleaning this up, actually, because you can bring in the Stug, which will try and trade with the TA, but then the Martyrs will kill it, and then you can focus on the Sturmhaubitze real easy. Rotori Dakari is still healthy here. They'll still have 1 load of TNT left for that Jäger. But very little infantry up here. Multiple Horches coming in. The Panzerjäger that was up here in the original period, now dead. As the Venatori de Moto also get up on top of the hill with the Venatori Dakari. 28th Jäger, definitely relying a lot on its infantry for that kind of an engagement, though, instead of the light vehicles like SPWs. These bazooka troops are definitely a little bit lessened in their firepower just because of that ability, right? Sure, they still got a Panzerschreck, but with 20th Jäger, it's very rare that you see any sort of vehicle come into yellow cover, because that's just not what they're for. Preferring the Stug and Martyrs that it gets for a much different role. Wolf does get a good bombing hit on, from the looks of it, a unit of infantry, as the Jäger is forced back, and this flag is actually close to falling. So, Panzer IV doing good to support here, as we see another Wolf come in for these 2 units. Actually, for the Panzer IV. You have to be somewhat careful, though, as the... Wow, their sheets actually went down. Jäger, though. And the Venatori de Moto out in the open versus Sturmjäger. The one thing MP44s absolutely excel at is shoot things in the open, but there is a bit of a unit disparity there. As the first Stug goes down, exactly what I said here. You come up with the Martyr, or you come up with the Stug, and then the Martyr follows, and you just take things down. The APCR on that Martyr. Not sure if he was actually using APCR, but definitely being enough there to take that out. JU-87 coming in, though. No aircraft, or no AA so far from Wantsomenoob. But there is, of course, a Wolf out and about as the... Ooh! Gets the fallback, but doesn't get the kill. It did fall back far enough just in time. That is unfortunate for that D5. Because now, of course, likely we'll be seeing some kind of AA to protect these tanks. And actually, looking at this tank, it is falling back, but that's not a damaged tank. I would wager to say that not a lot of damage was done to it. So it might even still survive 2 shots, which would be the exact opposite of what you want. TA coming here, though, to counter this Stug. AB Hort still doing good work. Does have to be a little bit careful. Doesn't quite want to get in range of this AT gun. But if the APCR is still turned on there, it might actually take too long to kill it. And actually the smoke being used very well there, causing the PaK-38 to re-aim. As the AB Horse is going to move forward and can now move back and forth, killing that. Actually falls back. Wow. Another PaK-38 did get into this position briefly. Looks like it was forced back by the just load of Venatori de Moto. And I'm surprised we haven't seen more Panzerjägers here. Or not Panzerjäger, Jägers coming in. And Sturmjägers. Because the medium range firepower is really where 28th Jäger excels in this kind of engagement. Or the close range firepower, even with the very cheap MG42 units, can be become very deadly. Of course, the Venatori de Moto not bad themselves, especially not in CQC with the 2 ZB 30s. Yeah, the ZB 30s are actually more powerful than the MG26 or the ZB 26 there, from the that you see sometimes in SS divisions and such like that. So very interesting to see. Rashitsa, ooh. With 3 to fire, that's gonna be 1 dead Martyr. The HE on that, not even doing any damage there. Field finally goes down as well on this AB Horch. That has to be a little bit careful of the Stug, but there's no units coming in. Like, where are Wantsomeenoob's reinforcements, really? We haven't seen any AA besides the first piece of AA in the beginning. Like, the reinforcements are coming in sloppy. The Stug's dying. Yeah. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. It is a 13 to 11, so did manage to control the round for some time. As a Focke-Wulf comes out now. There's a 2-star 25 mil though, and these are a little bit dangerous. Of course, the Focke-Wulf also at a 2-star. These can basically strafe if you get 2 of them together. These could strafe most smaller caliber AA in the game, right? Though at 2-star, does still have to be careful. Did fly right above it, and you know you've got that dodge chance, but that doesn't mean that these Hotchkisses aren't deadly. 25mm AA being some of the deadliest in the game right now. Very damaged Focke-Wulf is going to fall back here. Ooh. Jäger did get into this position. Lots of inventory to Moto, though, pushing forward, and a single Jäger is not going to be enough to stop that many inventory to Moto. Still coming in, some more infantry. Interesting choice, to say the least. Inventory to Kari also moving up. 3 more Jäger. Coming in, JU-85, still no AA here. I hesitate to say that's even needed with the Oshitsa being able to just move straight up, and we see the retreat again. Focke-Wulf coming in as well to try and counter that. As we do enter into B phase here. Not enough suppression to get the knockout on that. And does get the kill with the second time. Doesn't even get suppression enough to really disperse it. The Focke-Wulf F8 here not having a lot of what's it called? Capability for that kind of shenanigans. Off map though, and this could very quickly turn the tide here in the town, which would be exactly what Wantsomenoob is looking for. Right? Mare is going to take the duel with the Panzer IV before the Stug gets there. Ooh, and gets taken out right before that last shot gets off. The Stug should have an easier time dealing with the Panzer IV now, having already been penetrated, though with APCR, I do think. Does get the first shot off and the kill. Beobachter Schwimmwagen is a wonderful target for artillery right now, just a bunch of infantry. The tank support went down, so already rush these Jägers in behind, right? And clean house. A bit far down, but of course, without foresight, right? It's a bit hard to see something like that. 25mm warding off the F8 again as the Jägers try and come in, but there is an AB Horch here. Another Stug coming in. But these Jägers are gonna have to be real careful there. Jäger Flammenwerfer still not going down, so this Tornamoto actually gets pinned down and surrendered. But the Jäger Flammenwerfer going down now, and Pioneer Assault also moving up. This AB Horch though, the Sturmjäger here, having done an excellent job coming up the light armor, is trying to take this hill back. With the Panzerjäger running around though, that's not going to happen. So 14-10 for the time being. Off map does come down. The Jäger did unload, so they're not rushing in to try and take advantage of it. And it looks like it was right on the spot, right? Like a single unloaded unit, or a unit in a transport right now could rush down this and surrender 3-4 units and then unload down here, right? And potentially pick off this one later. It would be a bit harder to try over here, but as another off-map gets placed right away. Really, it is a shame to see a lot of players not taking advantage of off-map and the suppression garnered by it. Pack 40 coming in as well to try and put it in here as we finally see a Pack 43. Yeah, this needed much earlier to reinforce some of the units, and they did get one surrender and are now fully capable of just moving forward in this position, especially once that second off-map comes down. Hopefully clipping these Panzer Grenadiers in the process. There's no AA over here, so the Tusk actually gets his own 210 off-map on. And now this off-map's going to come down, so there's not going to be any like counter-push shenanigans. But Wantsomenooob's really going to have to get a push on here. As the off-map line goes down, they are very, very fragile, I will say. The thing is, you got to wait for your own off-map to finish, and that's still like 10-15 seconds of fire. But looks like he's instead electing to move north and try and get out of it. Knowing almost perfectly where that's going to go. Oop. Jäger, though, is going to get the Panzerfaust off on the Horch. The Sturmjäger are still well within it, but one of them did get through. And if these Jägers actually get within the green cover here, yeah, those Panzer Grenadiers not going to be long for the world. Ooh, don't run your off-map vehicle into the artillery, though I suppose it doesn't matter at this point. 210 off-map, very, very dangerous. Only one Sturmjäger being the preventing factor there from this whole front potentially collapsing. Down south, still very quiet. The Jägers got forced back. The AB Horch is still on the hill here, and still up and running as we see a Naval F-42 come up. Now, that would be what you would want to use on something like this. And I'm surprised we didn't see these Jäger and Sturmjäger taking advantage of this yellow cover sooner. But these Pioneer assaults are not going to really... They're going to have to smoke themselves off lest fall complete prey to the Sturmjäger. Just that first burst of MP44 ammo. It doesn't stand a chance. MP44 is just so good at killing with the cover disparity like that. AB Horch, though, is going to get on target. Panzerjäger does have to come forward. The Sturmjäger is being chunked down. Come on, Panzerjäger. You can do it. I know you can. Also surprising not to see a push up to here. That is often what's done. With the Sturmjäger going down to the SPW now, that's a very precarious position. The Sturmjäger is able to come in here, though, from the back, and definitely should, right? Is going to come in now. And then the Pioneer assault trying to smoke itself off. We'll get the smoke on, is now potentially going to be shot in the back here from the Sturmjäger, as well as the Panzergrenadier. Panzergrenadier not going to be too bad at that, but definitely something to worry about. I would almost have gotten this new F-42 down for the center position, or this hill here, to try and regain some kind of confidence, but really this AB Horch needs to be taken out. A flak, Pack 38 or something, just over here, would allow you to at least get units onto this hill without the AB Horch, and then you could potentially artillery it, or bring in a plane forward, or stuff like that. Sturmjäger does get the better of the Panzerfaust Grenadier, almost getting pinned down in the process, though, as the Jäger moves forward, right into the face of a Pioneer assault from the looks of things. Oh, that's fine, the Minotaur to Moto first, but these do have 2 MGs versus 1, so... With the Sturmjäger coming in, though, these units should be a fairly easy cleanup. Naval F-42, where are you firing? Actually, into the town. Yeah, going for that Panzer IV. The units here, almost fairly well cleaned up. 17 minutes into this game. 12 to 12 still. It's neck and neck, so Wantsomenoob definitely putting up a fight here with this play in the town and controlling this hill. Oop. The TA got to get the kill on one of the Sturmjäger. Second one is forced to unload there. Or does unload. So, really, some kind of martyrs or Nibbeweff is going to be needed for that. Looks like the Nibbeweff, instead of firing at the north here, is going to be firing at this position. And that should kill not only the recon here, but also the Panzer IV, or the Panzer IV, the Stug here, which would enable the reinforcing of this area. Nope. All the Sturmjäger needs to do is come to this position here, and those are some dead Pioneer assault. Oh, please see that. I don't think he does. Unfortunate there. But not quite needed. Maybe firing. Second off-map coming in now. And off-map in the Maverick versus Maverick game certainly is deadly. If it's balance versus balance, you can kind of weather it, because you know you're going to have like a ton of income in the later phases to reinforce, right? Especially if you're up on flags for the time being. But yeah, still definitely a bit of a trouble. Stug versus Panzer IV. Ooh. 1 star versus 1 star. Panzer IV does go down. These Panzergrenadiers are just rushing forward straight into Jäger within the 100-meter range. Just not what you want to really be seeing as the second off-map comes in. And if the second off-map lands true, like, once again, bringing a couple of units, right? Let's see actually a couple of recon plane. Bringing a couple of units and then rush them down the roads. You can do a lot of good damage. Jäger versus the Panzergrenadier, not an engagement you necessarily want to be taking there. Two more Jäger. Gotta come to shore this up. I'm really surprised we haven't seen him push into here, though. Like, what does he expect to be up here? Inversely, I'm surprised that this area hasn't been reinforced, and then, like, a Pack 40 or something comes up and pops the Sturmhaubitze. Obviously a risky move to do, as we see MG34s. Wow, in these Sturmes, which are the 75mm support guns, and those are going to be very effective here as long as you stay away from the Panzerjäger. Hotchkiss still firing. Nibbewerfer slowly reloading. We don't see the off-map just yet. Potentially waiting for more infantry. Or actually, off-map might have already gone down here. Oop. This Jäger is going to try to move forward, but there are Panzerjägers in the way. They're actually going to walk right by each other. Oop. And get the Panzerfaust on the Panzer IV. Wow. 2-star Panzer IV. Important kill there. Once again, the armor support going down here. These units do all have Panzerfaust themselves, though, so the armor is going to be needed to be called back a little bit. 14-10 for the time being. The southern position really being a thorn in the side of Wantsomenoob. Alright, this flag going down. I believe this flag also starts on... No. The hill starts blue. The center position starts red. And just no work being done to clear this out. We do finally see the Nibbewerfer coming in. And a lot can happen in 25 minutes. But if these Sturmes do clean up this push here, especially now that they've found the Jäger, and actually killed the Panzerjäger, unfortunate there, this position is going to collapse. And then this whole entire hill might collapse. Rashidza as well, getting shots on target. To a Stug, actually. As a Ju-85 comes in. Both Stugs go down. And that's inversely all the armor support. As two more Stugs have come in for the Tusk. Double Focke-Wulfs coming in. Gotta fly right over that AA, but these are 2-star. And now we just see the last vestiges as the push finally comes into this hill, right? 16-8. There's going to be an attempted push here to take this out. As this Flak 36 is also being targeted by a mortar. Where is this Nibbewerfer firing? That's a little bit short, I would say. You really want to be firing in the forest where they're going to be. Rashidza getting replaced right away. The Sturmhaubitze does go down. The power of the Nibbewerfer 42s really needed to bring these out earlier when he could, but now in C phase. Well, they will do good work now, but it's a bit too late, I think. He really needs to find a way to get a lot of value out of what he has on the field. And while those last two shots did do good damage and pinned all these down, the Sturmjäger is likely not going to make it there in time to take advantage of all that pin down. Stug here, getting shots on the Vittorio de Monto. Probably going to run out of HE, however. And the MG42 that was brought up here as well, preventing any more infantry from making it onto that position. Pack 40 did come up here. Is going to be able to take care of these Sturmes here. I don't quite remember what vehicle they are. But yeah, this flag in the town here, all three flags now actually going to the Tusk. Blindată really doing a strong showing. I wouldn't have really guessed it, just looking at the divisions. One of them does go down. The other one's likely going to retreat for that. Oop, Stug misses their Rashidza and now has no HE to return, as the Sturmhaubitze is out of position to kill that. Rashidza. One shot, and it's just the rate of fire on those Rashidza guns that really make it deadly. Oop. One shot, still no retreat, and that'll be the kill. Another Rashidza coming in for the north as well. This Nibbewerfer. Once again, you kind of want it in the center, I would say. But we'll definitely secure at least one flank of it as these Jägers are now coming in to try and deal with these Vittorio de Monto. Being forced to brought in like that reactionarily to something like that. Never a great sign. as a lot of aircraft was invested in, but once the AA was up, I'm not really sure that these planes have paid off. Yeah. Sheets are coming up. And the Victoria de Monto are now, gotta get these Jägers as they unload, rather than the Jägers fighting in the green cover where they really want to. This is a lot of MG42 ammo, though, here. And it looks like Sturmhaubitze is gonna get shots on that, but yeah, if this Nibelwaffe was somewhere in the center here, it would have done a lot more damage. So, one of these do get pinned down, the other one goes down directly, and then this Vittorio de Monto also goes down, but these two flags will bring it back to a 15-9, but that's not even enough to stop the double tick there. This flag, though, does go back, so if you can get out of this flag, that does give him an extra 10 minutes, really, to recover. Once again, misplaced Nibelwaffe. There's also no AA over here, right? Besides this Flak 43. Theoretically speaking, a plane could come in over the town and then just bomb this, right? I've done it a lot of times versus, you know, quite powerful players, something like Tatra or whatever. They just neglected to bring out AA, thinking like, oh, I don't really need it. The game's gonna be over before like it really comes into use. And then you just smack an important support unit like that. And it hurts every single time. MG4034, not the 42. Getting shots on the Jäger, though. Pack 40 doing some support with HE, but there's just so many units here that these Jägers don't have a chance in hell of pushing. AB Horch still going to be warding off any Panzer gun ideas here. This Nibelwaffe is going to reload and fire on the second position before anything's going to get done. And so these Jägers are dropping like piecemeal to those MGs and those Schütze. IAR coming in over here. This flag going down. Having cleared. Wantsomenoob clear out of the north side of the town there. Damn. Bam. Show me I get pinned down. This flag is also going to go over. I would wager that this game is over. Yeah. 20 seconds to go here. Nothing more to be done from Wantsomenoob, and Wantsomenoob surrenders. So, Tusk advancing to the semifinals, because these were the quarterfinals, I want to say. 2,640 kills to 2,350. Impressive showing from the Tusk, making Blindată work there. Not really a division I would favor strongly on this map, especially now against 28 Jäger. But, made it work. Good strengths of Blindată is known to him. And Wantsomenoob, with 28 Jäger, not making the superior division there work. Like, even in the town, which should have been an easy capture. I didn't quite see it. But, yeah, I think 28 Jäger is better as a balanced deck, though it certainly can be done, Maverick. That's definitely a preference thing, though. And my showing of 28 Jäger off that exact map versus the Gordo Strakovi division, 126, was also laughable. So, maybe it's just not this map that agrees with 28 Jäger. Yeah, phew. Flak feelings. Getting good kills. The Stumme getting the Panzerjäger there. Rashitsa paying themselves off. Yeah. Well done there. Mare 2 did good for itself. That was a well-executed push there. Focke-Wulf's also getting lots of kills. The artillery didn't do that much, surprisingly. These Nibelwaffes just didn't have the time. I'm not sure if I would have accepted the surrender at that point. Just because even Maverick versus Maverick, you've got these things, you might as well plug it out as long as possible, because I've seen Nibelwaffe 42s. In fact, I believe I casted one of my games against Stardeck with Panzer Lehr, where I essentially just used two Nibelwaffe 42s, and they carried me the entire way through like a 15-9 to eventually winning the game at like 50 minutes, just because of the absolute value that you can get out of these. Every time they fire, if they're on target, they kill. Right? And now a couple of mismanaged shots there potentially, but yeah, definitely units that could have done a lot more. Well, fun game here on Shedrin, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.